my mistress, the Lady Medea, is beyond. I may not speak with intruders. I may not speak with
Well, a hero knocking at my door. You kill my sentinels, then ask for my aid? Typical hero. I should turn your blood to oil, but it amuses me to see you struggle. It was to Hades, land of the dead, that this apparition bade you go? Hades, where few of the living have ventured and even fewer have returned? No living mortal has seen the way there, but the ancient Grey Sisters have. If you bring me their single eye, I will set you on the path. Beware, hero. The Grey Sisters will not willingly part with their eye, for it is the only one they have, and they share it between them. Their rage is only exceeded by their power, and you shall soon feel both. I have work to do and preparations to make. Leave me. The heroes I have known have craved action. Once they know the object of their quest, they run off to slay and loot. You must seek the eye of the Grey Sisters and bring it to me. Run along. The Grey Sisters may wait for you, but I have things to do. Be off. Why do you dawdle? I will do nothing for you without the eye of the Grey Sisters. The Grey Sisters make their home in the swamp near. Why do you dawdle? The hero's eye. The Grey Sisters may wait for you. The Grey Sisters make their home in the swamp near here. If you need more information, seek out my acolytes.
The Grey Sisters will make a soup bowl of your skull. If you get past Dano, who is the dread of death, you will still have to face Pemfredo, the screams of terror, and Enyo, the waster of cities. They are daughters of Titans and sisters of Gorgons. The Grey Sisters are the daughters of Titans, Ceto and Phorcys. Those two spawned hundreds of hideous monsters that have plagued Greece for ages. I heard they live in the swamp to suck the life out of all the creatures there. They constantly need new lives to keep them from growing even older. The Grey Ones are cousins to the Gorgons, but long ago, the Greys betrayed their precious secrets to a hero named Perseus, earning the bitter hate of the Gorgons. The Grey Sisters traded the vigor of their youth to gain enormous magical energy. The magic blinded them, but they fashioned a single eye to see through. Unfortunately, only one of them can use it at a time, and they bicker and fight over who will carry it. If I had to share my eye, I would work out a schedule. Maybe I could be blind on rainy days and sighted on sunny days. The Grey Ones are cousins to the Gorgons, but long ago, the Greys betrayed. I arrived here when I was only 16. Within a year, the monsters came. Medea is a powerful sorceress, but it was terrifying all the same. We could not leave the grove, and we lived in fear night and day. One girl started seeing a soldier from the nearby outpost. When Medea found out, by the 9, the things she did to her. Oh, I am grateful. I have learned much. But the truth is, I will be glad when I can go back to my home and family. Perhaps find a husband. You have heard the old stories about Our Lady. She has no love of heroes, I can tell you. But since she has built her grove, she has grown wiser and sees the world from a greater distance. Medea is good to us. Only you've got to learn to stay out of her way. Medea created the Ascacaphus, the tree beast, to defend our grove. Unfortunately, when they stray too far, she loses control of them. They are now one of our greater threats. Oh, I am grateful. I have learned much. But the truth is,
I haven't learned very much yet, but we study many things here. Healing and poisons. We learn to command the plants and animals, and divination, and a few of the young women, shape-shifting and summoning. For the first month, every night, I would cry and wish I was home again with my family. But there is so much to do and learn here, and everyone, almost everyone, is so kind. I was so scared of Medea at first. The girls tell stories, and sometimes she has her moods. But I believe if you are good, she will be kind. My mother will come and visit when the roads are safe. I hope she can come before winter. I saw the lady furious at some other girls, but I'm sure they must have done something very bad. I hope she is never so mad at me. Medea's powers are very great. Not every girl is so talented, but we all learn what we can. I shall try very hard to master all forms of sorcery. I saw the lady furious at some other girls, but
To tell the story of our Lady Medea, mistress of poisons, gifted in divination, I call upon the goddess Hecate and Kore and the Nine. When first the hero Jason came to Colchis, seeking the golden fleece, then Our Lady but a girl first knew love, and it was she who gave him balm to protect him from the fire-breathing oxen, and she who showed him to set the men who grew from dragon's teeth, fighting amongst themselves, and she who set sleeping herbs before the dragon, who guarded the sought-after fleece. Then, with Jason she fled, and Jason she wed, but in the end he proved untrue. He deserted her, and took as wife the Princess Glauke. He would rule the day. A gift she sent the bride, a dress both finely weaved and dazzling to the eyes, and inside, lined with poison. But Medea's revenge was not yet full, for she would leave the fickle Argonaut nothing that he loved alive. So weeping all the while, her eyes averted, she took each of her children by him, and each she killed to spite the man she'd loved. Jason, you should know, was not the last of her ill fortune. Fleeing to Athens, Medea wedded King Aegeus, and the son she bore him would have then been king had not the long-lost, meddling Theseus returned to claim his rightful reign. No, Medea has had ill fate with heroes who can be cruel as well as great. It should be no wonder she does not love them now.
how could I forget that poor woman? All she wanted was to cure her poor child. But Medea demanded the tomb of the Lich Queen Calixenia, a task that would surely kill her. I nearly told her where, but you could do it. This is the Waking Stone. Take it and place it upon the Lich Queen's altar when you find it in the Sacronian ruins. It will summon her. I warn you, she will not give her book willingly. Meera, in her grief, demanded the antidote from Medea, and no one makes demands of the sorceress of the Ixian wood. Medea gave her an impossible task. But with a warrior like you, perhaps all things are possible. You seek Calixenia, who was once a battle mage of the Forgotten Kingdom. She built a magic circle which would pull her from harm's way back to her tower. Legend has it that circle still exists somewhere in the ruins, and even though Calixenia is long dead, if it is activated, she will be pulled back from her eternal rest. Beware. Her form may be horrible indeed, and she will seek to kill any who summon her. Slay her lich form and win her book. I will exchange it for the antidote. The Saconian ruins lie within the Suronis swamp. The fastest way there is through the Empyrean caves. Calixenia was a great sorceress of the lost kingdom of Saconis. Alas, Magic takes its toll on all who would use it, and she became a creature sustained by magic itself. Her recipes would prolong life, which is why my mistress would have them. The Saconian ruins lie within the Suronis.
I think I have it now. I can make a potion that will give anyone remarkable powers. All I need is a bit of Saibi mushroom, some Estivis root, and the petal of a night blossom. Bring these to me, and I will share the potion with you. It is a simple matter to combine the 3 ingredients. A small amount of Estivis root, Saibi mushroom, and night blossom petal will make more than enough potion to fulfill my needs and give you a taste. Saibi mushrooms grow close to the water, but rarely in it. You will know them by their unearthly glow. Estivis root can be found on the muddy banks near razor grass. Look for patches of grass, and in between the grass and the coast, you will find the Estivis. The night blossom would seem a beautiful plant, but when you draw near it, it will kill you as surely as a blade in the gut. Kill it quickly, then take the petal. Estivis root can be found on the muddy banks.
It's gone! Gone! When the mistress finds out that I lost the sigil, she will poison me slowly and set my head on the wall as an example. The sigil of the first apoctasis. I was out. The pharmacists took it. If she even found out I had removed the sigil from the grove, Medea would have me beaten. Please do not tell her. She warned us that we should take care, that the pharmacists would try to take it back, but I did not think. It was not very long. They must have sensed it somehow and come after it. It is only a matter of time before Medea finds the sigil is missing. Please, you must get it back for me. Within the protection of the grove, the sigil's powers are weakened. I thought, if only I stepped into the outlands for a moment. But now they have taken it. Medea will feed me to the Amarins. The first sigil of the apoctasis. It was a royal seal forged by the first of the Formicid queens. It is not just a memento. It possesses many powers. Powers I dearly hope the Formicids have not yet unlocked. Within the protection of the grove, the sigil's powers are weak.
It's not easy here. Try trading goods with all these women who can turn you into a mouse. All right.
There once was a great city called Propontis, where now there is only a swamp. The Saconian kings ruled Propontis, and each had a fortune in their palace. Legend says there may still be ancient treasure in one of the ruins, hidden by the mightiest Saconian king, Doris. Men go there to find it, but they rarely return, and never with the treasure. If you do find a Saconian treasure, you should take it back to Athens to display for anyone to come see. Think of the cultural enrichment these artifacts would bring to the masses. Each of the Saconian kings built a bigger palace than the one before him. Eventually, the palaces could not be finished during the king's lifetime, and they became halls of the dead. The kings filled their dead palaces with riches and felt the need for guardians. One king summoned the Grey Ones to guard Saconis and his treasure. Treasure hunters are usually loutish buffoons who drink away the riches of whole civilizations. It would be a shame if you ended up that way. The Grey Ones thought they would be worshipped as gods, but they were treated as servants. They unleashed their terrible magics against Saconis and pulled the city down around themselves. They would rather rule ruins than serve civilization. Only one king, Doris, built a palace that was not only a tribute to his wealth, but to his mind. He had his fortune hidden in a secret room. Treasure hunters still seek the fabled treasure room, but most end up feeding the creatures who live in the swamp. I suppose it is just a story, but what a grand story it is. The Grey Ones thought they would be worshipped as gods.
You think it is easy living here with all these women? Oh, it is safe enough, long as you watch your step. And for bringing in fresh game, I am well rewarded. They say the most terrible things dwell among the old ruins in the swamp. But the game I hunt won't go near those ruins, so neither will I. They've made some progress against the monsters closer to Rhodes. Out here, it's another story. There are strange monsters in the swamps and woods, so watch yourself. Got to watch myself in here, got to watch myself out there. A hunter is always wary. Just as the trader here, Eutropios. Watch your step, and don't make the mistake of those soldiers making eyes with the pretty ones. Medea was in quite the fury after that incident. They say the most terrible things dwell among the old ruins in the swamp.
Relics recovered. Items reclaimed. Please come again. Store your goods? Your goods are safe with me.
I cannot get iron. The price of bronze. You're lucky I've got anything for sale. Do I see a merchant ship?
A good day. Bye then.